Good morning, everyone. So, let's TeamODZ doing some workout this morning. Going here. A few sound problems this morning, but hopefully got those sorted out now. Before I roll out here, looks like this might be a solo workout. Well, Jerry won't be riding this morning. He's got his TRL Swift Racing League race this evening. So working out, like I said. So it's shared out here. Right. 20 seconds to go. Shared out now. Hey there, Sam. Let us know how you do. Excuse me, doing a slow burn this morning. Riding TikTok. Good. Really lonely because I haven't seen other riders turned off. Whether I'd have someone else join me this morning, except to try out for a few people, but no takers, I guess. Ben Boy. Ball. That's right. The ride on. Steve Kirk as well. Thank you, my friend. Smith. And all the ride-ons. Cheers, thank you. Steel. I think someone might have hit the Z script here. I don't know. We'll see. See how many names pop up here on the ride-ons. Maybe I recognise. All notes. Mr. Simpson, I know you're not in that script. Thanks, Nick. Last thing I did last night after the Adivas ride was do the Windows updates. We were done for this morning. Put down and install them. One of the updates was from the sound card, flash sound card. Share. Reset all my settings this morning, so turn off echo cancellation and sound card's noise reduction. And it was taking the audio from my my webcam's microphone and not the studio mic, so couldn't figure that out at first. Give me a few minutes and I got it sorted before I started the stream. Enjoyed the Adidas ride last night. It's good fun. Good group. Really well behaved. woken up a little bit at one point, but not came back to me. Good morning, Nick. Thanks for the ride on a few moments ago. So I come in. Appreciate it. How much I enjoyed the Divas ride last night. Chances of you guys joining in that is slim. It would be 1 AM, 7 PM, just before my bedtime. Doing workout this morning. There'll be some parts of eBay early October. Coming from Slovenia. Something I was trying to repair. After they'd hit the post office in Slovenia, so no movement. Went past the expected delivery by date, still no movement from the Slovenian mail carrier. So I contacted the seller. It hasn't moved in a month. I'm okay at waiting another week or two. Just letting you know. Well, another week or two. Still hadn't moved. Asked for a refund. One day after he gave me the refund, they made it into the US postal system. And we were delivered yesterday, so now I need to figure out how to get money back for the guy. Couldn't believe it. It literally was the day after he gave me the refund. Well, Nick, I'm going to be doing this kind of time all the way through December, so I'll continue to include you on the invites. Maybe yeah, I understand. Well, my legs are heavy this morning. I made some in that time. They'll favour the early zoomy shorts. Tried a few different ones. Not got on with them well, but I like these. That's right. Remember when you first started chatting with us, we mentioned that less padding's better, because you have too much padding there, the sit bones sink into it and it ends up applying pressure to your undercarriage. then it goes numb. So blood pressure applied there. Oh, there's other problems as well. Sit-on is supposed to take the weight. Sitting in a way that you're not rocking around on the seat, so if you're starting bobbing around like this, you're shifting the weight from sit-on to sit-on. Shorten the amount of time that you'll be able to stand on the bike. When you're on the bike, you keep calm and upper body as you can. Distribute the weight between your two sit-ons as evenly as possible. Great, good to hear. Glad it's working out for you. Saddle is a very personal thing. What works for one person won't necessarily work for another. And if you look through Swift riders, the number of people that have asked for advice on saddle, and both everyone said, I use this, I use that, I use the other. Yeah, you could try all of those and none of them work. So. When I first got this bike, I had a Bontrager seat on it. I couldn't ride it for more than 20 minutes before I was completely numb. I went through the whole process as well. I've got one that probably 90% there, but start to stand every once in a while. Added comfort. See how many stars we can get today. Oh, yesterday. That was certainly a fun workout yesterday. Of course, I'm using fun in the way that Jerry would there. Yeah, and there is a certain amount of you getting used to it as well. So, that hour, great, could manage that. Another few weeks and we have you riding the whole Oldie century. Well, it's the best kind of fun in the worst kind of way. Very fun. Yeah, well, we'll get you there. And you know when and where to find us. Yeah. Well, so I'd ridden the Oldie century earlier this year. I knew someone a friend was riding the 25 laps around the volcano, so I rode the metric century and then went on and rode that with them. That was the start of me badge hunting on Zwift. I got all the route badges now. So if you want to do an Imperial Century, then starting out on the Oldie Century, probably a good start with friends to chat with and keep you company and pull you along, and then you've only got 38 miles to go after it. So you name your day when you're ready to do it, I'll ride it with you. And you shout after the OD century. So when you're ready to start doing badge hunting, Nick, start out with a PRL full, get the hard one done first. That's the longest one. That's a 6 to 6.5 hour ride. So I actually did that over a couple of days. So I rode the OD century and then did more than half of it. And Sunday, finished it off the following day. Yeah, well, it's furthest I'd ridden before I rode my first century was 30 miles. No, I wanted to ride a century, but I hadn't done any training to build my distance up, or I got the opportunity. So my good friends helped me out that day, and yeah, that's one of those moments pulling into the finish of the ride. I was certainly glad to see the end of it. I was also glad that I managed to achieve a goal. I had my first century. One of those moments I'll never forget. Riding badges, yes. As long as Swift doesn't shut down, you can leave it overnight. You still get the route badge. My longest ride when I Everested 15 ascents up the reverse epic KOM, including the radio tower. Yeah, I was getting up. First 2 climbs, I think the first 3 climbs I did back to back. Then it was 2. It was 1 each descent I'd actually get off the bike. Stretch out a bit. Deliberately left the majority of my food and what I do upstairs, so I'm getting off the bike to go and get that. 4 changes of shorts, 3 jerseys, 18 hours and 55 minutes in total. From start to finish in that time, 12 hours and 55 minutes of ride time. Yeah, break it up. Let people know when you're doing something, and they'll come along and support you as well. I had a lot of support that day. Friends that rode with me. In particular, Megan was there for the first few, and here for the last one as well. She's there with me as a finisher. Yeah, I need to sort something out for my keyboard as well. I mean, my keyboard's down here. Not the best of places when I'm riding on rollers. Certainly challenged in dragging things with a mouse. Right, nothing to do here. 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, most people when they attack the route badges, they start with the short ones, look towards the long ones, and I did the other way around. And at the end, I was riding 6 routes a day. Get them finished. I finished Watopia like a week before I got all the other badges. Simply because Watopia is always there, I guess. I created a spreadsheet of routes, I've got estimates how long it would take for each route. There's a good calculator out there on Bike Radar. Put your estimated average power in and it will tell you how long each route will take. Yeah, and I just picked them off the spreadsheet as I did them. So we're using that spreadsheet now, which is each of these workouts that we do, using routes, so I don't choose the same one second time. Yeah, that's a Logitech K400. Same keyboard here. Quite a few of them. Use them on my Raspberry Pis and here as well. Yeah, they're not an expensive keyboard either. But I like the fact that I use them primarily because they only have a single receiver for both the mouse and keypad, keyboard. That was the main reason for getting them back in the early Raspberry Pi days when I only had 2 USB ports on it. Now they've got a new lease of life. The Swift being a nice all-in-one, and the range on them is phenomenal.
Well, gentlemen, perhaps we wouldn't be where we are today if we hadn't said to ourselves, just go, 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 go for it.
No, like I said, they are very reasonable. And you support all the multi-touch stuff, your finger dragging and things like that.
Go for it.
Yeah. So much for Cyber Monday, eh? I don't know how much of that translates to over there. I didn't even look at stuff yesterday. See what's around. Bought a gaming chair last week, that was delivered on Friday. Yeah. Well, I think we can all relate to that, Nick. One of the reasons I enjoy making stuff so much. Putting things in a slightly or in a non-working state and midway fixing them. There aren't too many things that bought non-working I haven't been able to fix.
If we hadn't said to ourselves, go for it.
Just have a wander around the clearance aisle in Walmart and go in, because you never know what you'll find. I have found some rather good deals and things that I wouldn't have bought otherwise. So I had a big mag light flashlight. It got left out overnight once when the kids had borrowed it, and it's got cold. It threw moisture into it, stopped the LED module from working properly. So, I mean, that wasn't a cheap flashlight. Look, it never got replaced until they were there in the clearance aisle in Walmart. And $50 mag light I got for $20. Good morning, Owen. How you doing, mate? See you. No Jerry today because he's got his race later on. I'm all solo. So you've long since transitioned from the customer's always right thought, anyway. What do you need to do? In 5 seconds. Normal period, so fixing things. There were some other components, and that was from someone here in the US. And the shipment arrived in sorting office in Chicago the 23rd of November and hasn't moved since. Let's see what happens on that one. Hopefully at some point this week, Nick, I'm going to be going and picking an antenna up for a repeater. Made by a company called Comprod. Extremely well built antennas. We put one on our primary repeater earlier this year, and it was $2,500 plus what it costs us to get tower climbers to install it. And then we've got to figure out how we're going to get the antenna to the top of the water tower. Let's see if we can get out the water tower this week and give it a recon line. That's what. Well, our primary repeater just on the state owned tower. It's 350 feet up, that 300 feet up. It covers, it's on the east side of Lake Winnebago. It covers the entire coast of Lake Winnebago. Basically Fond du Lac and beyond itself. Appleton North, somewhere in the middle. So, there's coverage on that. As yet, we don't know what coverage is going to be like in the water tower. We've got estimates, but concrete. I almost didn't stream this morning because I couldn't seem to sort the microphone problem out. Down last night, installed a new Creative Labs driver for sound card, set all my settings, including the input into RTX voice. In 2 minutes to spare, I figured it out. Oh, I've only got one more of these. Might see Roadrunner on this time through. Neat, neat. Hey Don. They're right on. Well, I didn't have any choice in the update. We just came down with it, other updates. I mean, I'm a firm believer in buying updates and patches. Was there there to fix something? Yeah, you'll get there, Owen. Figure it out. Whittling away at things. Good morning. I'm going to mispronounce that. I'm going to have a go. Baruas. Good. So I have power tap P1s. So there's quite a few out there now. There's a Siomas, Diamond Vectors. When I bought my power taps, there wasn't so many choices. We had Diamond Vectors or power taps, and Vectors had the weird battery thing behind them. You had to put into a certain thing. Power tap installs were so much easier. And you just use AAA batteries. Granted, the AAAs don't last as long, but they're so much easier to get hold of. Battery goes flat in the middle of a ride. Stop in the store and buy some. That was one of the main draws for me for the power tap pedals. I'd certainly buy them again. Oh dear, it's coming off my pedals right now. The power meter I've got. Stefan, they're right on. RPM lower. All right. No, Nick, you won't find any SPB pedals with power meters in them. They're all Lokio clones that I know of, anyway. But pedals that, the cleats that came with power tap pedals, Welgo cleats, with the Welgo logo removed. Just find that out fairly early on. Never have needed to replace them. I've been ordering Welgo cleats. Yeah, but coin battery, they're harder to find and get hold of AAAs, but they certainly do last longer than the AAAs. Although, use the Energizer lithium batteries, so yeah, just give it keep going. That's forever. But they don't tell you when they are going until they give you like 10 minutes warning. Yeah, single crank arms. The downside of that is you only get single-sided power. You're not going to notice if you have an imbalance between the two legs. Like me, I am blob on 50-50. If I'm just ticking along, I'm riding hard, and I tend to favour my right leg by a couple of percent. So I've got a 52-48. Richard, thank you for liking the stream. I wouldn't know that if my power would be overreading slightly if I didn't have dual-sided power. I'm not sure what I would do if I had to replace my torque cap pedals. I'd probably stick with pedals. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yes, you're right, Owen. I would underread. It's early for me. That's my excuse. 5:20 in the morning. That they are. And that was the main reason that I got pedals going. When I first started with them, I would take them off and take them to the gym, put them on the spin bikes in the gym to ride Swift. Before my works gym got spin bikes that broadcast power. That certainly made it easier. Didn't have to take a 3mm wrench and a 6mm Allen key in the gym with me, together with my pedals. You know, I got an email from my gym yesterday. I haven't read it yet. We've got a really good gym, well equipped gym in work. We've got a 25-metre pool, we've got weights room, all the treadmills you could possibly want. There's an army of about 20 spin bikes, all with the broadcast power over ANT. Joined and never went for the longest of times. And then one afternoon at work they said, we'll go to spin class. I don't know what spin class is, but sure. I've even led spin classes in here when I haven't been able to run for whatever reason. I'd have to read the DC Rainmaker review before I form an opinion myself, but I know a lot of people tend to use them. Yes, Axiomas. Yeah. And I know they're one of the more reasonable priced pedals as well. If you can stretch to it, I don't know if they do a single-sided version and a double-sided version. If you can stretch to it, I would certainly go for the double-sided straight off the bat, rather than thinking, upgrade. But, In my experience, people that think that don't. One thing that's come in handy for me on the odd occasion, the way that the power tap pedals work is that the right pedal sends its data to the left pedal, and then the left pedal sends its data to whatever you're using to receive that information over ANT. With the Bluetooth, they're both separate devices. So, there have been times when my left pedal has died because it's doing that little bit more, and I still wanted power on the ride, so I hadn't been able to pair with Bluetooth. Just the right pedal to finish the ride out. When you pair to a single pedal, it automatically doubles the figure, so you're not just getting single-sided power, you're getting what in theory it thinks is the power from both legs. We're doubling. This is Zwift like that as well. Whole device. I guess I haven't fueled for this well enough. This ain't an easy workout this morning. Could be. So if I can make it through the next step. No, I'm fine mentally. I can feel it. There's definitely a bump at some point on this if I carry on. So, stop, it's more than 33 minutes away. I know the problem, I didn't have enough treacle coffee this morning before the ride. I haven't got much left. I'll make some more. So Nick, I have a real trouble eating after I've had a hard workout. So we had a TTT on a Thursday, and I can't eat straight after. I need to, but I just can't. It can be, I only finished the ride maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've got back upstairs. And it can be 3 o'clock before I eat. I struggle after a hard effort. Banana before this. Enough. This morning after I finish this will be the TeamODZ coffee ride, the coffee ride. This kid will probably be streaming that. Michelle, keeping the ride on. Oh, I could just have some toast. Toast, butter on it, and some peanut butter on top of that. There you go. I think we just decided on what I'm going to have for breakfast after this fight. Oh, a month or so ago, I made soldiers, boiled an egg, and I had eggy soldiers. I was probably a kid the last time I did that. Probably going to be responsible now for a dozen people eating eggy soldiers. There you go. What have I started, eh? Do it again this morning. Got an egg cup somewhere. I need to find my egg cup. That did make it a little challenging, not having an egg cup. Yep, that's the 50 eggs. If you don't get a spot of egg yolk on your chin, you're not doing it right. Yeah, it is challenging. Kind of have to build all the soldiers up around the egg to keep it upright. That's right. The smart trainers are able to broadcast power, make sure they broadcast power themselves. And you don't actually need a power meter to be able to get power data from those trainers. The benefit of having a power meter though is that you can also measure your power data when you're outdoors. On your bike, Nick, we've got Nick. Nick squared. Oh well here, mate, yeah. Nick. I showed my daughter a Jim Davidson video the other day, talking about Chalky. And now Chalky, been on a night out, decided he was going to try and get a ride home by lying in the middle of the road. And he's making all the sound effects because he gets run over. And then the police come along because he says Nick. They drove over him as well. Yeah, things in that you never get away with nowadays. Morning, Mum. We're dropping in. Appreciated. Still 25 minutes of this workout left now. I'm solo today. Jerry's going to race later on. Kev must still be feeling under the weather. Ketan, I'm sure he's not long since got home from hospital. And we're on our new set of workouts now. We're finished the Rift Academy booster workouts. So on Sunday. Nikwara. Thanks for liking the stream, my friend. I didn't mispronunciate your name there. In the chat, can you say hello? We're always on a PT week. Going. Every week's PT week on Thursday. It's a PT week for Jerry this week though. I was asked if I wanted to race with him tonight. I'm on the fence. And if how I feel right now is anything to go by, probably a good idea for me or not. Just focus on getting me towards the Thursday. Then there's a question, do I ride outside as well? Normally, yes. This year, I think I've had about 5 outdoor rides. So, I like to simulate outdoors as much as possible. So I'm riding rollers right now. Homemade rollers. I like how they feel. They feel much more road-like. All the movement on the bike. So yeah, I can roll the bike around, backwards, right side. And I've got that movement. Yeah, in July, between the few outdoor rides that I did, I was camping for a week or so. I rode 1,000 miles in Swift and outdoors. Where I live, here in Wisconsin, Northeast Wisconsin, I've only got a couple of miles to go and I'm out in the country. Really nice quiet roads to ride in. It's a good route. The west shore of Lake Winnebago. In August there's a race around it. 90-mile route. Mount Johnson is right on there. I've raced that a couple of times now. It's a fun ride. This one we did, they extended it for the 10th anniversary of it. We made it 100 miles. We averaged 23.5 miles an hour over the 100 miles. Oh, we've been dipping below freezing for quite a while now, Nick. Temperature is right now. It's still dark here. Temperature is outdoors right now. Fine. It's one with the night. We've gone up for around 4 degrees Celsius right now. Yeah, I winterized my caravan a month ago now. Got all the water out of the lines and pumped Get my antifreeze in the place. Mini burst pipes. Hope we use it next year. I know. Oh, it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit here. It's kind of the top for me. We're riding the bike. We're a little bit warmer. It's above 8 degrees Celsius, then you get away with shorts and t-shirt. Too warm on the bike. Okay, well, I think I'm going to manage this. No, yeah, had a bit. Friend up in Canada, they got really dumped on a few weeks ago, and it's still around. And normally here, well, mid to late December, when we'll start seeing snow. We had a few flakes yesterday. Settled. And once the ground's covered, then that's it. We don't see grass until March. At our coldest temperatures on record years ago. We got down. Minus 46 Celsius. I had frost on the inside of my double glazing. The heating didn't get much of a rest those couple of days. Two radios I have in my truck. VHF, UHF radio and a HF radio. I don't leave my HF radio in my truck through winter. I don't like it being there. There'll be too much money tied up in that one. They certainly are, Owen. It's down to that. There's no difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit. No. Same. But even minus 10 Celsius, I mean, it's the winters here are much drier than over there. So, minus 10 Celsius. I can be out in my yard, in the driveway, shoveling snow off the drive, in jeans and a t-shirt. Feels just fine. Feel the energy systems in my body searching every corner for lost bits of energy at the end of this set. I remember taking Faith in the snow for the first time. I lived in Gillingham. Not been talking long. Must have just been two, I think. Nah. Was walking backwards and got to leave the footprints, or as she called them, hoofprints. She's pointing down at these things and saying, hoofprints, hoofprints. So the majority of our weather comes from the southwest to us on the jet stream. And I don't know what it is. It's just immediately southwest of us, but let's break things up. So we're going to have a line of thunderstorms heading towards us, and they'll be split and go around us. Really strange. Seen that happen so many times. It'll be 15 months less. I'm looking forward to them. Last minute. Arch up there. Mini map. It's in the wrong place at the moment. Oh no, it's not. And then the loop, I'll take a right at that intersection. And loop. That's right there waiting for me. Sneak away some all my cadence for this next one. And you tomorrow. Work up that I've not done before. Happy I can do that. Hey there, Kev. How you feeling, mate? I totally like you with something. Yeah. It's instant. I'm liking the stream. Minutes left. Messages. Oh, thank you everyone for chatting so much. Really helped me along this morning. The ride on there, Kev. Oh, Nick. We're talking about ride-ons. On Sunday, I think you got 100, I think it was, or 60 or something. I got 162. Riding with Coco. I meant to mention that. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. I knew it averaged out somewhere around one every minute, didn't it? Yeah, for an hour. Towel whip. When I'm done, yeah, when I'm done. Yeah, Nick, thanks for the ride on. Appreciate it. Yeah, all the support you guys give us on the stream. Thank you. A few minutes of this workout now. Justin doesn't ride on rollers. I would like to see Justin do a tail whip on rollers. Three minutes to cool down. On the edge. Good go now. That's yeah. Distance. And I drill down. Match. Let's see it for the 3 set. My, happy to see you. Guess I don't know the answer to that question. I've never made my own workouts. Yeah, question for Jason for sure. Really could answer that one. There we go.
Bring it back.
Gordon, is it right on?
Bring it back.
Jason likes to use his plan. That's right. My workouts are, and they automatically roll into Swift for me.
Bring it back.
Signed up until the end of the year. Yep. Jason asked me on Sunday what did I want to do. He said make me an A. And I'm just under right now, so I don't know how much work it'll take, but we'll see if we can get there. Now, one thing that's really going to help that is my diet. Or the best of diets right now. Oh, improvements could be made there. I'm going to say that's on the cards. Minute and a half to go. Okay. Check the photograph of what was on my my plate on Sunday. £1.50 T-bone steak. Yes, I had veggies. Easy. sweet corn and those potatoes. Oh, was it good? There's my arch. Been on the bike, 42 miles. Really good. Look out and meet up over to end the stream, because I know this thing's going to be getting ready soon to stream the PP ride. Time to get ready for that, so appreciate everyone joining me this morning. We can't get through this. It's an easy workout for us. How did I struggle this morning? It's that will teach me to make sure that I fuel properly for rides in the future. Thank you, everybody. Been good having you to chat. Alright, Claire. Alright then. Finish this mile out in a bit and call that good. So thanks, Mum. Take care, everybody. We'll be back shortly with a coffee ride. Take care. Have a good morning. Bye bye.